going on, everybody? And today I will be giving a complete guide of OPBR. There's a lot of stuff to go over, so I'm just gonna hop right into it. And first off, I'm gonna present the obvious that this game is a gacha game, which kind of means that it's pay to win, and if you're willing to spend the money, you will progress a lot faster in this game. And unfortunately, that's kind of what I do. I buy certain things as I find the most value in them. Firstly, it's the rainbow diamonds. That's the currency in this game. The max that you can hold is 5,000 at a time, and you can buy them here. They have some on sale deals occasionally, and those can be decent. Or they just have these normal prices, which I never buy. Sometimes I'll buy a special deal, but yeah, I usually wait until those come around. And then you have the scout tickets right here, which can be really bad sometimes and can be pretty good other times. As you can see, some of the drop rates here. We'll get into summons a little bit more later. And then the event passes, this I would actually recommend, as these give some of the most profit in the game. Yeah, as you can see here, if I just spend a dollar, I'll be able to unlock up to here. And this is actually a decent amount of stuff. It's a good amount of boost traits, it's a good amount of crystal orbs, and just all this stuff. And if we go to the premium event pass, we get even more, a ton more crystal frags, some rainbow diamonds, and more boost traits. That, I would say, is far and away the best value in the game. Some other stuff here, there's the boost rush. This is the only other thing that I buy besides this, but I won't be renewing that. This gives decent value. It's for special training, which I'll also get into, and you can buy items individually. I'll never do that, but now I suppose I'll go into the training while we're at it. I do have the special training, which just makes the training go by slightly faster, and I get more crystal frags. So right here, you want to put the strongest characters that you have, the ones that you want to level up to level 80 or even level 100. I have a decent amount that I would like to level up, but you know, you can only fit 3 at a time. And I believe if you don't get a certain thing, you won't be able to unlock the 3rd slot. But I would definitely recommend getting that 3rd slot. It's pretty crucial in this game. Next, I'll go on to the medals. Right here you can craft them. You can craft them in general or event. And whenever there's an event going on, I would always recommend crafting some of the medals and trying to upgrade the best ones. As you can see, we have 2 here, and the Gordon one doesn't really look that good. For tags, you can see it only has film red. We would like to get as many tags as possible, and with Shanks you get just that. It's film red, red hair, captain, 4 emperors, and Roger pirates. You get a lot more tags from that, which I will talk about soon too. And you're also able to craft medals on characters that you played with right here. These, you know, I would recommend doing if there isn't a medal, or if there isn't an event medal out. And you can do that in upgrading. Let me just upgrade one of these all the way. Select here. I have a Shanks medal that I want to upgrade, so I'm just going to grab them, slide them over, and hit upgrade. And with the Shanks medals, I'm going to be trying to get as many as I can before he ends up expiring, because there's dates to these. As you can see, it goes to the 23rd of August, which is in a few days now, so and I have a decent amount here. The next one, yeah, I'm gonna go to the transfer trait, and yeah, so I'm gonna throw a medal in here, and I'm gonna choose what I want to overwrite. So I'm gonna pick this middle one here. I want to max the defense on this medal. So I'm gonna choose one that has a higher defense. As you can see, that one is 3-star. I'm gonna hit transfer, and it gives me a 33% chance of getting it, and I don't get it there. So I'm gonna retry, and this time I'm gonna use 1 rainbow diamond to re-roll it. We're gonna hope, and we got it. So I'm gonna confirm that. I'm gonna continue transferring. I'm gonna grab one more here that has a 3-star defense. I don't want to grab that one. That one's too good. I'm gonna throw this one on in. Another 33% chance, and we got it. Just like that, I got a, what is that, a 42% defense on a medal. So that's perfect. I'm happy with that. And now I have a 9-star Shanks medal. That's how you 9-star a medal. You want to get a bunch of medals that are the same, and through combining them and throwing a bunch of the traits onto a bunch of the 3-star traits, you'll be able to actually 9-star a medal, which is kind of like the max level for it. And here you can go to sets. I don't really use this much, but you can edit your sets. You can throw just like your 3 best medals in here, maybe focus on attack or defense, and you can combine all the tags, as you can see here. I'll talk about that a little bit more later, but actually I could talk about it right here. We go right here to this character, and yeah, here's a good example. So we got Film Red Shanks, and we have Big Mom. Big Mom, this is not the greatest medal for her, but either way I get the tags. As you can see, the highlighted ones. We have Captain and the 4 Emperors. Now Captain, it boosts capture speed by 14%, and then 4 Emperors, when the team has less treasure secured, increase damage dealt by 7%. So it just gives you buffs in-game when you're able to connect these tags. Now that's where some character knowledge comes in. Like, let's see, if I throw Paraspera in here, it's got a, yep, it'll have some tags with Big Mom. See, Land of Wano, Big Mom Pirates, Paramecia, and Charlotte family. That's all stuff, that's all buffs that you get through in-game. So now, I guess I'll go over the missions real quick. This is where you can just claim some stuff. You always want to be claiming whatever you get here, your rainbow diamonds and such. And make sure you complete your dailies. I can't stress this enough. The item chance, make sure you do that. Make sure you go to your daily and complete the missions. I still have to do one more. In events, it will be daily rewards, and you know, it can go on throughout a month or less, and you just want to claim these every day because you don't want to miss some of the end rewards, as those are typically the best. Like up here on day 2 it was 5 rainbow diamonds, and day 27 it's 20. So the value of the items typically likes to go up as it gets later in whatever event it is. So now I'll be going over the exchange and talking about the type of units in the game. So first off, actually, I'll go to character upgrade, scroll down, where can I find them? I'll go to grade and scroll all the way down. So some of these bottom units down here, they are 2 and 3 star units. The ones that are not level 60, the ones that are 4-star units. And then once we get past the 4-star units, we'll go to the exchange now. you get Bounty Festival characters. And these guys are like slight upgrades from, or sorry, these aren't Bounty Fest, these are step ups. You get step up characters, and these guys are step ups from typical 4-star characters, usually. Some of them can be worse than other 4-star characters, but like people like Vista, he's an amazing step up. For Nosuke, just a bunch of these guys can be like top tier characters easily, and they're just step ups. Golden Week. But after them, we go into the Bounty Fest characters, and these are one step below the best characters in the game. So we have stuff like the new Uta that came out, Killer, Hordy, Nami, Usopp, just some really good characters, but there's also some bottom tier characters that can be worse than some of the step ups. And let me see if I can find a character here. All of these are pretty good characters, as they're pretty new, but I don't know. Let's go like Monster Point Chopper. He's I don't think he'd be worth getting this for, because for this Bounty Fest characters, you do have to pay money for it. It is, let's see here, that's $4. You'd have to pay $4 to have this available for you for a month. So keep that in mind before you're about to buy this. But after Bounty Festival characters, you come into the Scout. You can see there's extreme characters, and these are far and away the best characters in the game. And this is kind of the aspect that makes this game pay to win. You get all these broken characters for a certain amount of Rainbow Diamonds. Some are guaranteed, like have a guaranteed amount after a certain amount of Rainbow Diamonds, but some don't even have a guaranteed amount. Like this Uto, when she first came out, she didn't have a guarantee, which just makes it really annoying, because then you could spend 5,000 Rainbow Diamonds, countless amounts of real money, and still not pull her. I believe, yeah, this Uta has the same exact thing. The new Uta that just came out, she isn't guaranteed. They give her a 1% pickup rate, which is slightly better than usual, but it's still not a guarantee. You can spend countless dollars on her and still just never get her. But with these extreme characters here, they do have a guaranteed amount. This Akainu does, the Film Red Shanks does, the Kid-in-Law do. They all usually have guaranteed amounts, but you might have to do some math to add it up. The Shanks, I believe, was 3,000 Rainbow Diamonds. Akainu was 1,500, and the Kid-in-Law I couldn't even add up, because you needed to get you need to collect the scout points for them, and if you get 50 and 200, you could just do the math. I think it's 3,000 or 3,200, somewhere around there. But then there's also summons that you wouldn't want to summon on. This one, it gives you crystal frags and a couple characters guaranteed after 200 Rainbow Diamonds. This I would never suggest to anybody, even if you're starting. Like, yeah, sure, you get some crystal frags, but you could also get them from the special events that come out every week, which I'll get to in a minute. But this would just be a terrible summon. I would not recommend anybody to do this. If you're starting off and you're willing to spend money, I would definitely say go for the EX characters, although they can be expensive and saving up might be annoying. If you're willing to wait and be patient for an anniversary like 4.5 or 5, which is going to be coming up in January, I would definitely recommend saving up for the best characters that are about to come. Now, I will actually be going to the challenge battle. This is easily, besides just normal matches of league to help out your team with. And that's a really nice thing that Bandai has. But solo here, this is how you get most of your free-to-play Rainbow Diamonds. You can get, I'm not sure how many this one, you could probably get like 500-ish from this one right here if you finish all of the normal missions. And then if you go to hard, you can double that. Then it'll make like about 1,000 if you can go through all of these, complete all of its missions. You get for your completion rewards with completing all of the medals, you'll get 3 rainbow diamonds plus an extra one in your daily. So I would definitely suggest doing this. It's huge for the game. It's a great add-on, and it even gives you a little bit of practice in the game, so definitely would suggest that. Another thing is the practice here, which for this one, you do get 1 guaranteed for finishing it first try. And I went through all these not really caring about how many of the medals I got, because you don't need to get all the medals, you just need to finish it. But hard, I actually haven't done any of these, as you have to play capture, which if you have the time and you're willing to, it's another great way to get free rainbow diamonds, and would definitely suggest you could get like 300 from hard and another 300 from normal, so it's very good. Now survival 100, this is kind of how you would typically level up your characters besides using actual level up coins. You can see who I cleared this with, because it shows right by them. And yeah, you just want to do this whenever you're able to, as it's always important to keep your characters leveled up. I've been lacking a little bit lately. I gotta level this Luffy up. He's a level 100. He'd be a great support character, and I still have to do that. But 60-second battles, these give you your metal fragments. Besides playing the actual normal League Battles game mode, you can also earn them here. You can choose between normal, hard, and very hard. That depends how many bounty coins you get from it. It's a decent way. It's a decent add-on. It's an easy way to get medals. Would definitely suggest it if you're just starting out. It's always nice to get a head start with these things. These are amazing add-ons in my opinion. This is how I started playing. So finally, I'll be going over the type of party you should have and some suggestions on what to level up, what to use character frags on, how to get character frags, and how to max out your characters. So first off, on how to get these character frags, as you can see in the top right, I have 536 4-star frags saved up. I got them mostly from challenge battle. You get how many? Let's see, you get 15 there, then 25, 40. You get 40 of the normal 4-star crystal frags per one of these that you do. And those will just all get added up right here. And you want to save up as many of those as possible because that's how you're mainly able to max out your characters besides special training and pulling extra copies. This is the quickest way to level up your characters. Now you want to, when picking your party and your support, you want to, for one, match your colors. So as you can see here, I have 2 green characters. I have Shanks and Sparrow. And not all my support is green because some of my strongest characters are blue, happen to be blue and reds. So those also get thrown in the support. But when I'm able to max out, get a bunch of level 100, just like lower-ish tier characters like this Luffy, and I will for sure be throwing all of those into the support as it buffs the percentage here of support, which right now it's at 97.9, and that can go up to somewhere 170, 180-ish, which is huge for gameplay. So as you can see here, we have view character type effect, and these are a very important thing because they give you buffs that are well needed in the game. For something like New World, by having a level 400, which you can level up based on the characters that you have in your party and in your support. These, as you can see, it says equip bonus characters 6. So there's 6 characters that have this effect on them, and that determines the level that you get of it, and it just goes up the more characters that you have and the higher level that they are. Now, you always want to throw your strongest characters in your party, but you always want to make sure that they're matching colors, as that helps with support, that helps build a stronger team. And generally you do want to focus on one color. I tend to have a few different colors and just have fun. I like to play just whatever, and I would suggest that for you too. You should just play whatever you want and have fun in the game however you please. So like my red team here, I have a mixed team there, some more greens. That should make a blue team, but yeah, that's how you generally want to look at the support stuff. There's also hyper boosting, which if we go to here, I'll go to a max character, Sparrow. If we go to character boost, once you get the boost 2 here, what you always want to do on your strongest characters. You want to have this at least 20 out of 52, and skill traits all leveled up, and just get them as high a level as possible. And once you reach level 100, you'll be able to equip your third medal here, which obviously if you have the right tags for all of it, it can have a major impact on the character that you're putting these medals on. But for character boost, like right here, I wouldn't suggest hyper boosting a Parasparrow. I would suggest hyper boosting a character, a lower tier character like a 2 or a 3 star, because that will make getting these a whole lot easier. For each of these little steps here, you have to have a certain amount of that specific character's fragments, which you can use like the 4-star crystal fragments that we were talking about earlier, or you could just get them through getting the character through a summon, or through just a game, through a treasure, and you can get them that way. But it takes a lot of those character fragments to get that hyper boost, and for the second one it's just a ton more, plus you need these special traits right here. So that's generally how you go about it, as you can see. So that's how you use special boost orbs and all these boost 3s that you probably have sitting around somewhere just withering away. But that's generally how that goes, and that's pretty much the basics of OPBR. It's a pretty vast game, and I would suggest just going into it having fun, not really being in a rush. I know you want to get all of the best characters as soon as possible so you can climb the ranks and become a top tier player, but it does take time, and it takes a long time actually. I would always suggest saving your rainbow diamonds and waiting for an anniversary to get one of the top tier EXs. And if you're starting on a time that's not an anniversary, then just save up. Just keep saving, get as many as you can. If you're willing to spend money, go ahead and do that. Nobody's gonna judge you. And yeah, play the game how you please. Have a great time, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.